It's now 3 days since the Amgen Tour of California set off around Sacramento, and the second road race day took the riders from the shadow of the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, Sausalito, heading towards Santa Cruz. A long way, 116 miles and 187 kilometers. The riders, though, making a steady start to the day, neutralized while they crossed the bridge and headed then down towards the race start proper. Floyd Landis, sadly, the first winner of this race, losing time yesterday, almost 5 minutes, and probably any chance of winning this race now before it finishes. Onto the bridge itself, dodging the expansion joints, the riders keeping over to the left. The first time a race of this quality has ever gone over the Golden Gate Bridge. And I have to say that the Highway Patrol and the police and the people of San Francisco did a great job. Straight from the gun, there were attacks. Grisha Neerman getting away, joined by Stephen Kotzer and building a leading group of 10 riders. They rapidly gained 4.5 minutes on the field. Lance Armstrong taking a back seat in the line here, along with his teammate Levi Leipheimer. Well, that was when he wasn't puncturing, because here Leipheimer had a flat tyre. Happily, it was early on. His team waited, and he rapidly rejoined the race. Out up front, though, the 10 leaders were staying all together and working very, very well. The challenges of the day were coming and going, and the main field behind was all being escorted along by the winner of yesterday's stage, Francisco Mancebo. So the Rock Racing team had to do all of the pacemaking. They were getting help as well from absolutely no one. Lance Armstrong, who actually had a crash earlier on, but uninjured, thankfully, he was chatting here with Vyacheslav Yekimov, the team manager of the day, while as on the climb up front, it was Bonnie Doon where Carlos Barredo decided to try and launch an attack. He'd waited for this moment. He was leaving himself about 20 miles to race to the finish, or 32 kilometres. Further back down Bonnie Doon, Leipheimer was deciding here it's time to go. He needed at least a minute over Francisco Mancebo to gain the overall lead in this event. He caught everybody. He cut his way through the 10 leaders. Goodness knows what he said to Jason McCarthy there, but Jason McCarthy quickly picked up the pace here along with Tom Peterson. By the time they came into the streets of Santa Cruz, only Tom Peterson was with Levi Leipheimer, and Leipheimer was dictating the pace. Cheered on by the crowds, Levi Leipheimer wanted not the win, he wanted the time gap over everybody else. So he never offered any resistance when 22 years old Tom Peterson went ahead for his biggest victory. Watch the reaction from the rider on the right as he taps his chest and he wins the stage. Leipheimer in yellow now and looking a very solid leader, although one has to say there's only a few seconds covering the top 10 riders.